What's happening, you guys? Welcome to the live stream. If you're watching the recording, please let me know in the chat or the comments below. Just type in hashtag replay. Really excited to have you guys here because I think these types of videos are the most important. Most people, unfortunately, they're looking for the kind of get rich quick hacks. They're looking for the shortcuts. They're looking for just a quick way out to make money. And so I want to speak some light into those of you guys that might think that affiliate marketing is one thing when it's really another thing. So I just compiled some notes over the past 20 minutes or so. And I've got about 5 points that I want to cover that I believe is genuinely going to help you take your life and business to the next level. You see, when I first got started in entrepreneurship and online entrepreneurship, I did think that it was a pipe dream. I did sort of think that, oh my gosh, all I need to do is press a button and make money, or I don't need to talk to people. I can just build this website and not have to deal with customers whatsoever. And I soon realized after failing and failing and failing, my mindset was broken and I was wrong for the most part. I did have some results, but it was nothing life-changing, and it was at the expense of luck. And so we don't want to use luck as a vehicle to get us to our dreams. We don't want to use chance, in other words, as a vehicle. So what I want to do is I want to give you guys 5 points here. And point number one, let's just start with the most important, is to be resourceful. In other words, be creative, be independent inside of your business. A lot of people think that they'll pay a mentor or they'll pay for a product and they're just entitled to one-on-one mentorship. And when people have this expectation, they end up failing because they believe that the mentor is going to do things for them, is going to make them successful, is going to sprinkle some magical fairy dust on them. And all of a sudden, overnight, they're going to be making money. And it does not work like that. I can give you as much consulting, as much training, as much motivation as I can, but then it's up to you to take action on it. And unfortunately, most people don't take action on things because they have lack of self-esteem. They don't believe in themselves. They have everybody telling them that they can't do something. They have fear of failure. A lot of you guys have fear of failing, but I'm going to tell you one thing. To overcome the fear of failure, you have to fail, okay? To overcome the fear of failure, you have to fail, and you have to fail quickly, and you have to fail again and again and again. I still fail every single day. I have campaigns I put up that win. I have campaigns that I put up 80% of the time that lose, and that's just the nature of the game. But when campaigns win, they win at such a high level that it makes up for all the losses. And the only way to find winners is to recognize the losers first and then change your game. Do you think Michael Jordan just walked onto the court and he was just successful? No, he probably got slapped around a bit. He probably, lost a few games, and he had to mentally tweak his game plan and change his game plan based off of his opponent. And that's what made him better, correct? So you need to understand that failure is not a bad thing. You see, we're trained in school that D's and F's and C's and B's are all bad. But you know what grades do, especially in school? It just tells you where a child's mind was at any given point in time. Your IQ, believe it or not, can change from time to time. And so taking this into account, don't believe that one event dictates the rest of your life. You guys hearing me here? And by the way, I'm looking at your comments. We've got a few people that have jumped on now. We've got Stanley. We've got Swaroop. Stanley says, I'm a huge fan of Joshua Elder. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that so much. We've got Swaroop on from India. We've got people all around the world. So I appreciate you guys jumping on. If you have any questions, I will definitely answer them at the end of this live. Again, if you're watching the recording, I'll do my best to jump down in the comments after this, whether it's days or weeks, and I'll try and do my best to get back to you. But we do hold these lives from time to time. I will be scheduling dates too at some point, so you guys know exactly when I'm going live, so you can jump on and kind of put that into your schedule. But nonetheless, number one is to be independent and be resourceful and creative. And creativity is such a huge thing, guys, because we need to rely on our own talents and our own abilities instead of questioning them. We all have resources. We all have creative abilities within us that we need to bring out of us, but they've been lying dormant for so long because, again, the school system teaches us to read the book, memorize the book, and repeat what's in the book. And that's it. How are you tapping into your creativity? When we were kids, we used to dream. We used to dream of possibilities. And a lot of us, unfortunately, we've stopped dreaming. So you have to be willing to be creative. Try new things inside of your business that no one else has tried, and be okay, once again, with the end result. Your creativity is your power. When I decide to go live on YouTube, I kind of just make up what I'm going to talk about. I spend about 20 to 30 minutes and I get in creative mode, and then I go with it. I don't question it. I trust my processes. And you guys need to learn to trust your processes as well. Chances are maybe the first marketing plan that you deploy and you put out there, it probably won't work. But as you exercise that creative muscle, and as you fail and get clarity from those failures, then you're going to begin to do better. So just because someone else hasn't tried something does not mean that you shouldn't try it too. Okay? And they failed, for example, they've tried something, that's what I'm trying to say, and they've failed. That's okay. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't take on your creative abilities and go out there and test them on the marketplace and see what happens. So you need to trust in your creative abilities. And most importantly, you need to be resourceful. If you cannot find the answer to something, if somebody on Facebook is not available to talk to you, for example, I'm not available most of the time. And people will say that I'm a bad person, I'm a bad mentor, that I'm not helping them. The best thing that I can do to help you, get ready for this, because some of you guys might be offended. The best thing that I can do to help you is to do nothing. Because when I do nothing to help you, you actually tap into your creativity, you tap into your resources if you want it bad enough, and you go and you figure it out on your own, and you also learn more from the process. Okay? I do not want to enable people. One of the worst things that I can do in my business is to enable you by being there for you every step of the way. And God forbid, if something was to happen to me and I'm not there for you, then what are you going to do? You're going to find somebody else to rely on. And if they don't exist, then you're back at ground zero. You're back at square one, in other words. So you need to learn to be resourceful. My mentors did nothing for me. They gave me training. They gave me guidance. And that's the purpose of mentorship, is to give you guidance, but not do things for you. If you want to learn Kartra, then go through the Kartra database. Go through the Kartra Facebook group. Go and tap into the other resources. I know just enough about it, but you're going to learn more doing research on your own. There's only one of me. Google is your best friend. YouTube is your best friend. Tapping into other people, other groups, other resources, you're going to end up learning more. And then you're not going to constantly come to me asking me questions, because you know what happens when it comes to mentorship, and you enable one person to ask you a bunch of questions, and you've got maybe 50 people on your team. You have all those people asking you questions, and then you get overwhelmed. You can't get anything done. And then what I'm unconsciously doing is I'm teaching you to do the same thing. So if you go out there and you recruit, other affiliates, whether you're in, affiliate marketing or network marketing, they're somewhat interrelated in the way that, we bring in customers. You both have to bring in customers. But if you, begin to do what I'm doing, you're just going to get simply overwhelmed too. And you're going to start hating the industry. You're going to start hating what you're doing. And so you need to train your teams out there to be resourceful as well. Plug into, the training that's at your disposal. If there's a membership site, a membership area, go through the training once, go through it again and again and again and again. And if you can't find the answer, then you can email customer service. Then you can email, my help desk, and then we can take it from there. But we're not going to enable people. And that's what a lot of people feel, is that they're entitled to all these different things. When I understood that my success was my responsibility, nobody else's, that's when I finally became successful. And by the way, you guys, all the free information, all the information, in other words, out there on the internet to succeed online is out there for free on YouTube. So why do people pay for courses? Well, they're really not paying for the course itself, but they are paying for the mentorship behind the course. They're paying for the guidance. They're paying for the coaching like this, right? We have mastermind groups where we do jump on, on a weekly basis, and I coach my team. I coach my customers. And so that's when they have the chance to ask me questions, on lives like this. So we've got Rakeem on. He says, yes, being resourceful is key for sure. Drew Paul says, are you going to talk about CPA marketing in this live? Nope. We're talking about mindset. This is the foundational stuff. If you're not succeeding in CPA marketing, it's because you haven't mastered the mindset. You haven't mastered this stuff. A lot of you guys think it's hokey. A lot of you guys think it's like, Josh, get to the freaking point. I see it in the comments all the time. But as you continue to miss the point, you'll continue to fail, which is why a lot of you guys are showing up to these lives waiting for Josh to reveal the secret. I'm giving you guys the secret right now. And if you're not taking action, it's because fear is setting in. It's because you have lack of the correct mindset, lack of consistency, which we're going to talk about in just a second. And you need to have the right mindset before you go in your business. You need to have the right expectations. You need to take responsibility. No one cares about you and your business as much as you do. When I realized that as well, everything changed. I was like, oh, cool, my mentor's not talking to me. My responsibility, I better go figure it out on my own. Ended up learning more, became better. I've now become a better coach because of it, and now I've become more successful. So iPhoenix says, hi, Joshua. I made my first $500 in affiliate marketing for the first month trying it out. That is epic, and I guarantee you've developed the right mindset to be able to do that. So huge congratulations to you there for doing that. We've got Mazi Victor says, hi, Joshua. Thank you for being a great mentor. You have really influenced my journey in making money online. I learned from your tutorials in real time. Thank you. Now do me a favor, take those tutorials and put them into action. Rakeem says, yes, for sure. And I apologize. This viewfinder keeps popping up, you guys. My apologies. But that's okay. As long as you're getting the information, that's what's important. Not perfection, but progress, right? Rakeem says, yes, for sure. It takes a person taking initiative and getting after it, and nothing less. 100% right, my man. He says, yes, mindset, in my honest opinion, is 90% of the way. Yes, it is. It is 90%, you guys. I get hit in the face, metaphorically speaking, every single day by messages, by comments. YouTube can be a very tough place to post content on because of the ridicule and the feedback that you get. And you have to have a strong mindset to keep going and realize those people are just doing it because of numerous reasons, like jealousy. They want what you want. They're secret fans of yours. And so I changed my perspective in the way that I look at a lot of what people are saying about me. And as your influence grows, you create more problems. You're going to have more haters. You're going to have more people that are against you. And people are going to start, creating blogs against your name. They're going to start creating videos. They're going to start, fortunately, that hasn't happened quite yet, but it probably will happen sometime in the future. Okay. So that's number one, right? So be resourceful, be creative, be independent. They're all sort of interrelated. The next thing is to be consistent. Okay. You want to I just had somebody message me, said, how do I make 100K a month? and literally just message me on Facebook right now. And that's be consistent. You need to take action every single day. I say this in all of my lives. Consistency is the key to success. It's not perfect action, as I said. It's pretty much non-perfect action day in and day out over a long period of time. Now, with internet marketing and affiliate marketing, you can have success relatively quickly. Like we had somebody that just announced that they got their first, $500, commission in the first month of trying it out. And that can happen. Sometimes you can get lucky, and sometimes you might run the right Facebook ad. But in the long term, guys, it's really about consistency. And the reason why you want to be consistent is because that builds you a brand. Okay. And branding is super important, because if something was to happen to your Facebook ad account, if something was to happen to your YouTube following, if something was to happen to your TikTok following, or something was to happen to your following maybe on your email list, you have a brand to fall back on. You have a name in the marketplace. And so if something was to happen with any of these platforms, people will still find you. They will still seek you out. So giving impressions daily to your audience is really, really big. One of my mentors said, the reason why you like your parents a lot of the time, some of you guys might hate your parents. I love my parents, but a lot of the times we subconsciously want to seek approval, and we like our parents because they give us so many impressions. Growing up, we saw them every single day, and so we seek approval to them. And the more impressions that you see of somebody, the more that you begin to like them. You might not like them in the beginning, but the more impressions that you see, the more that you begin to grow, kind of a relationship with, that particular guru or that particular expert. And so it's important, if you want to be the expert, that you're super consistent and that you're building a brand, and you're not just doing these short-term, hacks and these short-term ways of making money. I did a review on Commission Hero the other day, and I'm not saying that it's a bad product whatsoever. It's a great product, and it will teach you some things about Facebook ads. It'll probably teach you some mindset too as well, but it's not the end all be all. And sometimes that's the expectation some people set, is once I join this company, it's the end all be all. I'll be on a beach. I'll be able to travel the world. I'll get my dream house and everything. And it's not the end all be all. The end all be all, it's when you die. I won't stop putting out content. I won't stop putting out videos until the day that I pass over. And that's the way that you need to look at your business, is don't look at it as a timeline where you're going to get in and get out. If you truly love something, you're going to stick with it until the end of time. So you have to be consistent. And to be consistent, guys, you have to love what you do. And if you don't love what you do, then you're going to quit, and you're going to quit really, really quick. The reason why I haven't quit is because, of course, like I said, I love what I do. I love serving you guys. I love looking in the comments and seeing, because of my training, people are becoming successful, regardless of whether they've paid for my product or maybe they've even taken some of my free training and they've gone out there and they've succeeded with it. Regardless, I enjoy helping people. If you don't enjoy helping people and you just want the money, you're not going to succeed. You're going to fail very, very quickly, because the people that love things, they have eternal gasoline in their engine. People that don't love things, they run out of gas and they have to take breaks, and they got to fill up the gas tank again. By that time, you've probably been lapped a few times, right? So you must be consistent. You've got to put up content every single day. You should go live every day. You should write blogs every day, depending on where you're building your brand. Are you building your brand through an email list? Are you building a brand through Facebook? Are you building a brand through YouTube? Are you building a brand through Instagram? Are you building a brand through Web Talk? Are you building a brand through whatever of your blog? You decide on what that is, and then learn that skill set. Okay. Learn how to market on YouTube, learn how to market on Facebook. Pick one, learn it, master it, and be consistent on it every single day. Okay. The next thing, okay, is to always be learning and be adapting. Okay. Always be learning and adapting. The market's going to change. I mentioned previously the platform TikTok. It's a newer platform, and you have to learn how to use and adapt to that platform so you can market on it. Now, a lot of cool times, what you can do is you can take what you've learned from other, platforms, and you can apply those to TikTok, right? So if you learn, YouTube marketing, you know how to get on video. So you're going to be more inclined to get on video with TikTok, and you're going to be prepared for it. That's why you see a lot of these influencers, when these new platforms come out, they absolutely blow up. They blow up quickly because they've already, built up that skill set of video, for example, in this case. Okay. So you want to always be learning and adapting to the change. Facebook ads are going to change. You're going to get your account shut down, right? YouTube's going to change. YouTube Live is a feature now. And so you want to be able to, leverage live video and be confident, be able to be on live video. And so, learning the skill set once again of being on video is big. So also email marketing might change. Recently, open rates have gone down with email because so many people are getting spammed by email. And so what you need to do is you need to adapt. You need to send out emails more often, for example. You might want to add text messaging, text message marketing, voice drops into your marketing arsenal too as well. So always be testing, in other words, always be learning and always be adapting, okay? So the last one is to be around role models, leaders, mentors. How do you do that? Especially if you live in an area where you can't afford mentoring, you don't have anybody around you that shares the same dreams and goals that you do, because your income is going to be the average of the 5 closest people that you hang out with. So the way that you hang out with these people without actually physically being with them is through books, reading the right books, studying the right materials, listening to the right audios. So I've got Audible on my phone, and I'll listen to audios daily, like when I'm at the gym or when I'm walking the dog, around personal development, around, listening to people that have what I want. And you should be putting that in your brain every single day. So what are you doing every day? Are you around people that want what you want or have what you want to have? If not, that's one of the reasons why you're failing. Your environment could be the very reason why you're failing, not because you lack the right information, not because you haven't gone through enough YouTube videos. It's because your environment makes you, okay? When you put a penguin in the middle of the hot summer, do you think that penguin's going to survive? It won't, right? And so the cool thing about being human is that we can adapt and change and become whatever we want to become. Not all animals can do that. But the thing is, if you are used to being in a state where there's poverty, where people aren't making money, where there's where there's a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol, unfortunately, you are going to become a product of that. But if you could be around people that have success, that have a different mindset, that hold themselves to a higher standard, that think different, that make more, that serve more, then you're going to become a product of that. Okay, guys? So those are the 5 things that you need to know before you start affiliate marketing. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put these in the description below, but we're going to run through these really, really quickly again. So be resourceful, creative, independent. Number 1. Number 2, be consistent. Number 3, be learning and adapting. And number 4, be around role models and mentors. And I think there was actually one before that I covered in the beginning of this video. So again, if you're just jumping on, you're going to want to go back to the very beginning of this, watch the whole entire thing. I hope this was of use and of value to you guys. If you want to take all the teachings that I have on this channel and make them work, you have to get this stuff first. You have to be willing to do the hard things. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, because if it was easy, right, everybody would be joining opportunities like Forsage or Easy One Up or Profits Passport or any other affiliate marketing opportunity out there online, and they would all be successful. So why does like 3% of people succeed and the other 97% of people not succeed? It's because they're doing things in a certain way. They're doing things that the other 97% are not doing. They're taking leadership roles. They're doing things like what I'm doing right now. They're becoming a product of the product. Because the thing is, you can't teach somebody something until you've internalized it yourself. You can't influence somebody unless you've been influenced yourself, because influence is what causes people to buy. And if you don't know how to create influence and impact in somebody's life, you're not going to do much. You're just going to rely on spillover, and you're going to rely on putting people under you, and you're going to rely on traffic rotators. And those are great. We offer those, but you might get some short-term results. But if you want to succeed long-term, you want to change your life, don't rely on me. Use me as a resource and as an educational platform that you can learn from and go out there and take action and change your life. Okay, guys? If you got value from this, slam the like button, kill it, obliterate it. That's a tongue twister. Obliterate it, right? And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm uploading videos pretty frequently teaching you how to build a life and business full of freedom, passion, and fulfillment. And also, don't forget to tick the bell icon to be notified of all future videos that I upload when I upload them, and also be notified instantly when I go live. So we've got, let's see, I'm going to go up here in the comments. We've got John watching from Dubai. John, my man, great looking picture, brother. Welcome from Dubai. Phoenix says, I used to watch affiliate marketing tutorials 24/7, but never took action. This is key, guys. Watched affiliate marketing tutorials 24/7, but never took action. But as soon as I started taking action, I started earning money. So yes, taking action and mindset is everything. You have to know, guys, that when you take action, you're going to make money from that action. You will. You have to know it. It might not happen instantaneously like your 9-to-5 paycheck, right? That's another paradigm shift you need to have, but you need to know it's going to happen. So John says, not sure if it's off topic, but want to get your thoughts about beginner affiliate markets, promoting make money online using solo ads. Solo ads, again, it's not the end all be all. You should learn solo ads though, and you should run a couple solo ads. After you run a couple solo ads and you've built a little bit of an email list, right? You've seen some emails go into your email list. You know that it works. The next phase is to learn how to follow up with those emails, how to follow up, in other words, with those prospects. That would be the next phase in learning. It's now that I've got these people on the list, maybe you got some sales up front, maybe you didn't. Now it's learning, how can I indoctrinate these people? How can I build a relationship with them? And the best thing to do, John Michael, is to just jump on video and tell your story, your authentic story of why you got started online, and then show your results of how many leads you got from solo ads. And if they want to get started, they're going to click the link below, right? I've got a vehicle that I'm selling right now, one of my vehicles, okay? And I realized one thing about it. When you're selling something privately, whether it's a vehicle, goods, service, people are actually buying. Yeah, they're buying because of the product, but the real determining factor as to why they buy is you. People really buy because of you. You are the extension of the product. And so if you are not revealing yourself and your brand behind the product, people will not join you, or not as many people will join you. You will increase your income 10x if you expose yourself as an extension of the product. Can you please answer this in one word, drop shipping or CPA marketing? I wish I could give you, I would probably say CPA marketing, just because you don't have to deal with any actual research of like products and stuff like that. It looks like with drop shipping though, you don't really need to as well. But from what I know about CPA marketing, the profit margins are going to be a lot bigger than, say, something like drop shipping, because a lot of times CPA marketing, you're dealing with digital products, or somebody's just paying you for a lead. And so that's why I would say CPA marketing. Yeah, somebody said I had a bad experience with a commission hero. Facebook account got banned. But Robbie does say that's going to happen. It's part of the game, guys. You need to know that these are just bumps in the road. They might appear big. It's like that first girlfriend in high school that breaks up with you. You think life is over, but it really isn't. It's just the beginning, right? If your Facebook account gets banned, it's just the beginning. You got to go create another one. Don't get emotionally attached to it, okay? Keep moving forward. Okay, SEO, awesome stuff. Yep, that relates to, we had somebody talk about the typed in SEO right here. So obviously that's one of the skill sets that I learned in my online marketing career, search engine optimization. Rakeem says, so Josh, if you had to go back to the early days when you built businesses mostly organically through YouTube, do you feel you would have rather used paid ads or still went the organic way? Great question, man. I wish I would have went the organic way still, but I would have done twice as much, and I would have built a brand, because in the beginning, I didn't build a brand. I was like doing black hat SEO, which means was I was gaming YouTube system by creating a bunch of little channels and trying to rank really, really quickly to get, quick traffic. Worked in the short term. It did help me make my first 6 figures, but it didn't help me in the long term, because this channel would have a lot more subscribers than what it has on it right now. Best method for promoting a product on Clickbank: build a brand. Find out what people want and simply give it to them. And they're like, well, Josh, how do I do that? Well, you ask them. You go into forums, you go into groups. I actually made a video about this, my last live. It was, I believe, how to make $3,000 per day online every day. I would recommend that you go and watch that video, because I actually show you how to survey the market, and then you'll want to create content that the market actually wants. So I would recommend technique. Go ahead and check that out. Carlos says, thank you, Josh. Always a lot of value. Appreciate that. Hey, Josh, you said you would show us your $6,000 desktop. When it arrived, you said you would use it for a little bit of COD and editing, which I am, dude. It's right here, and I'm on it right now. I wish I could show you, but I can't grab the camera just because the cords aren't long enough. But we'll see if we can figure that out a little bit later on. Cool. We got somebody from Tanzania. We got somebody trolling the comments by asking the same question a million times. You know what, Amon, that just makes me not want to answer your questions, dude. And I've pretty much already answered this question by saying build a brand. Yep, just remember this quote from one guy: people buy from people they know and trust. Thanks, man. Appreciate your advice. Awesome, brother. Appreciate you jumping on as well and taking the time out of your valuable, your valuable day, dude. So iPhoenix says, I used free traffic like Quora and LinkedIn to make my first sell. I provided value and then recommended a free webinar where I made the sell. That's awesome. Now what you need to do is take that result and document it on YouTube and build a brand around it, because you don't want to build your business at the expense of trading time for money by having to constantly post on Quora and LinkedIn. Because again, what if something happens with those websites? So make sure that you are building your brand too. Whether that's, for example, this is Bad Birdie Golf. This is actually a golf brand. Or whether it's just your name, like, obviously Joshua Elder, that's kind of my brand name. So you need to build a presence. You need to build an audience and a following. So if you are taking people from Quora and LinkedIn and you're building the email list, good. You're in the process of building a brand, and that's great as well. But you need to make sure that you have an audience somewhere, because if you're sending people from Quora and LinkedIn straight to an affiliate offer, cool, you made the sell, you did all the hard work for the product owner, but you don't have a list, and that sell that you made to that customer might end up buying more products from you that you recommend, but you can't recommend other products unless you have an email list, right? Is it possible to put the link directly in Bing ads? The affiliate link, you might be able to, but you're not going to have a lot of success because there's a ton of people trying to do the same thing that you're doing as well. So sometimes you might get lucky, but most of the time you won't. If you're new to affiliate marketing, do organic stuff, do free traffic strategies. Do the hard stuff first, guys. I know it's like so easy to set up an ad and start driving traffic. In the short term, you'll get some leads. You might get a few sales, but chances are you'll still be in the negative because you don't have a tripwire. You don't have lower ticket stuff that you can earn 100% commissions on. That's a discussion for another day. And that's why a lot of people fail with paid ads, because they're not earning enough money on the front end from the affiliate product. They're only earning maybe commissions on one product or a couple products, and they're still in the negative at the end of the day. So yeah, man, you want to be careful when it comes to direct linking. I would not recommend that at all. I would recommend building the email list, maybe sending them to a blog first, and then retargeting that blog with an offer. You always want to build the relationship up front. Okay. Make Money Online with Maureen says, hey, Josh, thank you for your videos. I recently took action, started with affiliate marketing in my YouTube channel last week. Now I pray for consistency and keep improving myself. Thank you again. That is awesome. See, again, this is why I do these lives, you guys. For people like Maureen, congratulations. Let me know about your success. If you want to, here's a good way to get free advice from you guys. Take action. I want to help those people that are already taking action. I can't help you if you're doing nothing. If you can show me your channel and you've put up 30 videos of your own videos, I'll start to help you. Okay? It's so much easier to help somebody that's already taken action than somebody that's doing nothing. So how do I start a brand if I'm not too comfortable showing my face? Either be willing to gain the courage to show your face, or use the written word, or do voiceovers on top of PowerPoints or something like that to start. But you have to think about, you're following me probably because I showed my face. And I probably wouldn't be impacting you, iPhoenix, the way that I am right now if I never showed my face. A lot of you guys are taking action because I had the courage to show my face. And I finally realized if I want to change people's lives, I got to step outside of my own comfort zone, and I got to step into greatness myself. That was big for me. Okay. I didn't make it about me. I made it about you. If I wanted to help you, if I knew that I had a lot of knowledge and I was depriving people of that knowledge because I was scared of being on video, I was being selfish. Okay. So that's why I got on video. I knew I had a message that I could share with people that would impact people and that would change people's lives. So Amen says, best traffic for CPA marketing depends on the offer. I know I'm not giving you guys direct answers. There isn't best traffic, guys. The best traffic is the traffic you create. And one offer might be good with Facebook ads, while another offer might be good with YouTube ads. It just depends. So why are my comments getting hidden from you? I'm not sure, my man. Anyways, guys, hope you got value from this. I'll take a few more questions and then I'm going to jump off here. So if you guys have any questions, I know there's about a 10-second delay. Let me know in the comments. I'll get back to them. But I've really enjoyed jumping on here with you guys and sharing some insight and some value. Are solo ads good for beginners? Yes. They're going to be, when it comes to paid advertising, they're the best for beginners. But know the expectation. Don't expect to make money off of your first solo ad. You might not. The key is that you're building a brand, AKA you're building your email list. That's the key. Then it's about following up with those people on the email list, getting them to know you. You've got different ingredients, AKA different personality, different life experiences that you can share with that email list. Once you build a bond with that email list, create friendships, create relationships with that list, that's when they start buying from you. And a lot of times they'll buy anything that you recommend. A lot of times it's not even about the product. They're like, I just want to be a part of your inner circle. Amen. Technique, Josh, iPhoenix, right? Dawn says great true wisdom shared from someone who's been there. Joshua, thanks. A lot of people, I appreciate that, Dawn. A lot of people, they forget that I've been where you're at. I've struggled. I've gone through the paralysis analysis. I've gone through the limiting beliefs. I've gone through the anxiety of putting myself out there. Guys, I've gone through it. I know what you're going through. And I know that you can do it because I was able to do that. I dropped out of college. I was $16,000 in debt. I was dealing with stress and anxiety. You guys can do this. You have to take what I'm telling you. You have to believe in it. You have to believe in it. Okay? How can I get cheap solo ads? It's not about getting cheap solo ads. You can get expensive solo ads that have a higher conversion rate versus cheap solo ads where you get no conversions at all. And when I'm talking about conversion rate, I'm talking about sales percentage, sales rate, right? You might get cheap solo ads that convert at 0%. You might get expensive solo ads that convert at 5%. Which would you rather have? Probably the more expensive. Alyssa says, thanks for the insight as usual. It's so helpful. Always gain a lot of value from your videos. Keep inspiring, helping, and being an influence. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Appreciate you so much. Best reoccurring affiliate offer? Well, that would be bias. I would say me. My offer. Me, yes, I'm the offer. Now, we have the HTAA system that is a reoccurring offer at $47 a month. It's our basic system. It's our 1.0 system for those of you guys that are wondering. So I'd recommend that you check that out. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for jumping on here. I'll jump into the comments after this, answer any other questions that you have. If you're just jumping on, go back, watch the beginning, and also like, comment, guys. Kill the like button. Come on, right now, please. If you got value, if you didn't get value, you don't need to kill the like button. You can just leave this video. If you got value, like this video, and go ahead and subscribe, and go ahead and tick that bell icon. I know there's a lot of people that want to see these types of videos, that need to see these types of videos. So go ahead and share this video with someone that can get some value from it. Share it on your Facebook wall, share it on your channel. And I really appreciate you guys. Take care. Have an amazing day. Nothing to sell on this live. Just wanted to jump on once again and give you guys some value. So thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys in the next one.